Hey, what's up, man? I'm really excited to be here today. You're definitely not wrong. KFOT is a team that has shown incredible growth this season in Season 1 IVRL, and they have really shown, when you see growth like they've shown, you really cannot expect an outcome. You have to just let it play out because they've really just been pushing the envelope with their skill set and coordination. I think they did. I'm not totally sure on that, but I'm pretty sure they came in through the wild card. Um, I I think so. I'm still trying to like figure it out how the structure is. Yeah, he works like a mule. We'll say that for sure. Well, we know he got a strong breakfast. We saw him eating donuts about 25 minutes ago, so strong breakfast. Well, that's subjective. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty attracted to you there, Lambo. Gotta look away. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. I saw that too. That's thanks to a trip there. Yeah, it's an interesting twist. It's like a roofer and electrician combined, really. Actually, I try to cover up. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, we try to get it when we can, but cancer's a thing too. Like we are getting going. No, we are good to go. It is running. It's just started. Yeah, the lobby is going. It is a south objective. We are 30 seconds in. Northeast spawn for Marsoc. I call it south building. Are you talking about the OBJ spot? Yeah,
Oh shit.
south objective. It's tough. Takes a lot of
Well, just
dedication.
pushed
to
up.
get
I think
good
I got him. I think I got him. Got him confirmed.
Echo 4. Echo 3.
He's on the ridge. The guy that I called is on the rocky ridge.
It's down. Information gathered in the process. I don't see one. I just see a 3v5. Oh, now there's one down on BossFight. Woods 43 taking up a pretty good angle, looking like a pinch east to west, little sayonara and east pass, and Woods 43 coming around the west side for a rear attack. Sayonara is down.
He's behind the refinery still. There's no one nearby, I think. If you're going to revive me,
Only 3 defenders up right now. KFOT is
yeah.
dropping back into their tight defense, which they need to do at this point. Fully surrounded. Little Sayonara's about to get picked up, bringing it back. Oh, he is picked up. Okay, so it's a 5v3 crunch on South Objective. I gotcha. I think the pressure alone of just, what is it, 4v2 right now is going to cause everybody to kind of try something random or just hold down tight.
One grab floor.
No one clicked. No one fucking clicked.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure coming down on one building with 3 inside. I think the few picks that we saw, the drone did get a lot of information. Marsoc was able to get at least 2 picks, and you know, the picks they got were the exterior defense. So once those dropped, you know, I think KFOT Seal was kind of the wild card exterior interior rotator, and he kind of had to drop back in and drop back close, allowing Marsoc to really encroach on all sides. So I think that those early picks is what opened up more of a 5-finger clutch on that. So yeah, this is tough. Sure.
Yeah.
So
We
you
got a quick spawn.
I'm gonna push right up here. If it is that spawn,
We'll see what they do with it.
they pushed out. It's a high advantage.
Yeah. Very complex map, for sure.
Wah, 6 foot. Wow. Ah.
No. Oh man. Ooh. 45 seconds. Wow, what an explosive spawn that can be. Really, and I think BossFight showed if you go super aggressive on that, sometimes you can come out on top. You get 2 or 3 early picks, and then you can start to surround it and really just spawn snipe them. It's a very North Stairsy subway type of feel where it's like it's just explosive. You know, you can. Yeah, exactly. I think KFOT was trying to lock it down and see if there were going to be any aggressive defenders. Unfortunately for them, they had 3 or 4 of them being aggressive, and I think that the utility came into play. Obviously, we saw a team kill a blinded player just trying to recover and trying to defend themselves while not being able to see. But definitely, you know, it's hard because you have to make the decision immediately. Do we as Marsoc push out hard and fast? Do we lock down? And the same thing, sometimes the defense won't push out hard. They'll be ready for a push from South Spawn, but they won't react. And we just didn't see that from BossFight. They knew they were going to put the aggression on. KFOT seemed to maybe not make that decision, or they made the decision in the defense and held down. So it was tough. Objective change. We are in the north now at the Chinook. Right. We have a standard 1 in east pass, 2 on the east side of objective, and 1 KFOT fever in the west side, and then 1 far west. It's pretty standard defensive layout. I like that. That's a good one. Because Lampy's too close to Theta. That's why he's got guinea pigs. He's close enough to a hamster. He's like, that's a hamster tunnel if I ever seen one. A lot of sizing up going on, a lot of early looking for picks. I see a drone coming out on the west side of the map, crossing over through the trees. The drone is inside of a tree
Valley
right
1
now.
confirmed
Trying
vacant.
to
Valley
find
1
who's in the
confirmed
west.
vacant. Valley 2 also looks vacant, but I need to rotate.
Cool if you got a laser from the drone to see where the drone's looking. That would be next level. Hang out with Scooby-Doo, see what he's calling out, what he sees.
I can't go to the northwest. Oh, Valley 1 is hot. Valley 1 is hot. He's playing it far back. I'll tube him in a second.
마이너스 2.
해변 쪽. 해변 쪽, 해변 쪽.
KFOT Fever thinks he confirmed the body. Wow.
저 다운이요.
What a shot. That was an M203 that hit a rock. I don't know. Yeah, what a shot that was. My goodness. That was a very weird shot. Practiced, no doubt. Sayonara making a push on East Pass, fumbling a flash. Second
Oh,
fumble.
man.
That's gonna hurt.
No, I just
Doesn't look like he hit himself.
last minute changes to the
Trade.
deck allow me to once again do silent film. Host audio
Double
wasn't
trade.
selected, so that's fun. We've got Dita pushing up to try and finish off Lil Sayonara as Seals giving out the call out. We've got 24 Gray looking to get the revive, maybe a refrag. Dita and 24. Dita gonna get the confirm onto Lil Sayonara. 24 gonna find Dita. KFOT looking to take their first round here. BossFight looking at a 1.5 v 3.5. I wonder if Fever's gonna get a revive anytime soon. Or if Fever's looking for just angles. Eej. Finding the last member of BossFight, giving them their first round in map number 1. As God bless.
Yeah, I didn't realize
Yeah,
either.
but well, first off, it's not your fault. It's obviously mine. But it's these last second changes to the deck, and then for some reason my Yeti never wants to get selected for the default. Yeah, that's upsetting. But at least I'll let you talk a lot more than me because I was trying to figure. I was like, nobody's muted. No, I'm looking at my mic, looking down at Discord, like, no, nobody's muted. Yes, I was. Oh my gosh. But we're here. They're playing. You're watching. At least that's all that matters. We get to see them.
Yeah, at least the video wasn't cut.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. At least
Here's to looking up.
yeah, at least I fixed it, right? At least I'm finally learning that I can fix things without just shutting everything down. But we're here. IVRL Season 1 EU Semifinals, BossFight versus KFOT, Lambowski, joined by Solar Bob, the fresh meat that I was talking about earlier. Nobody got to hear none of that goofy stuff. Oh my God.
That sucks.
That's what I'm saying. You.
Yeah.
Oh well. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
here I am, just excited, green as ever.
And you're doing well, bro.
ropes
You're
here.
doing great. I'm sure everybody's like, dude, who's the main, right? That's upsetting, but it is what it is because we've still got plenty more onward, plenty more time for me to just ramble and allow Solar Bob to already show that he is more superior than the longtime Lambro. Man, they didn't even get to hear me talk about the attractive Lampy face reveal.
Oh, I know, that's true. Yeah,
That's
we
so
gotta run
upsetting.
that through again.
Oh yeah, we'll just
We gotta bring our game to the next level.
somebody message BossFight and KFOT. We're starting over.
We are up right now.
Right?
나무 옆에 붙여주세요.
It is what it is. It looks like KFOT is finally in their heads, in the game, in ready to get some points on the board with their first round, a defensive hold on the Chinook. Let's see if they can attack it. We've got a drone play coming out from, I just seen them put it out, Eej. And they are flying towards the western beach area gonna look for any type of information that they can get for long distance picks, because it doesn't look like they're getting too pushy. Although Woods will find Seal on that western low beach. Pretty tucked in defense as well on the BossFight side.
Yeah,
I see
something to
Woods
note
and-
on
Good.
Boss Fight defense is they're heavy on the east side and not as strong on the
I
west.
say
as
good
far as
because I can't hear anything over Woods anyways.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's not much going on the east side, but they do have a heavier defense there on the east pass side, and they have one on the western outskirts.
Right. Does it sound like two?
응? 뭐야 다 죽었어.
IV3, 2 down on KFOT side. A bit pinned down here in the west. Maybe they'll rotate over to the east and see what they can do there.
This push, when they're set up, I mean, when any defense is set up on that line like that, like what we were mentioning earlier, the whole like last stand they have, because nobody can spawn north of them. They just hold down the line, and it looks like BossFight is really doing that. It doesn't seem like Gray or Sayonara is trying to get too far from their spots. Scooby and Icy doesn't seem like they've moved from their original spot that I was seeing earlier. Like BossFight's D is really just staying tucked in, holding their angles, holding what they know the other co-team member is not watching, because they're supposed to be obviously watching another one. But I mean, just holding down very disciplined spots, not getting too far out. They know KFOT can take the lead with a cap. They're not looking to let anybody get past this line.
Another one's just come out of the open.
Yeah, they know the long angles, and they're staying just shy of being taken from the long angles. Dita trying to get Woods 43, but Woods 43 position is where the M203 came out last round, and for good reason, because you can't get a line of sight on it, but you can get a proximity frag on it.
Yep.
I'm just on the beach, mate, nothing else. Yeah, those shots are coming from HQ, right?
Sayonara and 24 Gray were hoping for an east pass push. They're getting a little bored over there, probably.
Another one down, Echo 2.
Copy, Echo 2, Echo 2.
Okay, Sniper's just left HQ, and the second guy left HQ.
I see Woods holding down the center of this line for the BossFight defense, and really giving out a lot of good confirmation, or good call out, sorry, on where they're giving it, where they're taking it. I mean, it's nothing quiet on the BossFight side, although not every position's going to be in a position to get a kill every round. It sounds like every single player is on top of their game in terms of they're letting everybody know what they're seeing. They're letting everybody know what they're dealing with. Their team communication is on point.
Yes, for sure. They called out that eastern rotation. A little Sayonara repositioned a more forward approach to ambush that spot when they come.
I missed him.
Scooby getting shots towards Fever, but not connecting. Lasers towards, very well aware. But Fever.
Here comes the audio to little Sayonara, possibly a flash coming over. If Sayonara wants to push that angle, maybe wait for Fever to come around.
Sayonara rocking the irons on a very long map. Gonna be well aware of that smoke coming from, I'm sure, Fever's position. 30 seconds left though. All they have to do is just hold tight. This round's ultimately won unless Fever and Dita can come up with some wild play, but Sayonara and Icy Woods taking care of any chance of that, finding the last two members and giving them their third round here in map number 1.
Yeah, I think the only hope there would have been to call in an ICBM,
Yeah.
obliterate the map.
Yeah, just drop a
But
nuke.
they didn't. Yeah, that cost 9 points, so you'd have to just go naked with no gear and call in the ICBM, but they didn't do that.
I mean, I feel like that's an adequate addition to the game, and it should be a possibility. When all else fails, just nuke it.
Yeah, just recruit the long-range artillery strike from James Boak. He's playing in Suburbia. He can still make a nade toss to abandon.
Yeah, oh yeah, I guarantee that. I don't understand it.
No.
So I can throw a baseball. I cannot throw a frag and onward to save my life. For some reason, I wind back, and I know exactly why. It's because of the tracking setup that I have. I wind back and I let it rip, and it's just like plunk right at my feet, and I gotta run away.
Yeah, it's happened to me before.
Yeah,
I've never noticed these moths. There's moths by the lights in the tank factory.
Yeah.
I don't know how I've missed these.
The ambiance in these maps are amazing.
Yeah, really makes you sit there, pause, and think before you type in a code.
It's Hook. That's got the
Yeah, the butterflies.
Yep. Yeah, I see the moths in the light.
Yes.
I guess you can't really see them though anywhere else. Just that
Right.
light fixture. Yeah, that is cool.
Another crazy objective. This one tends to be very
Hot.
locked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, lockdown hot zone. Have a north spawn from our Marsoc team.
그러면 창문으로 C4 던져놓고 발소리 들리면 터뜨릴게요.
나 여기 공장 양쪽 창문으로 들어올 수 있는
Great.
way you can't see not.
Our north spawn out of BossFight.
The other day.
We'll see if they can end map 1 with a cap, or if we're going to be looking at some more rounds here. 24 Gray going to get a very quick pick.
Really early pick there.
That was HQ.
Less than 15 seconds.
Oh, okay, apartments. All right.
It's called out Fever as well. EJ staying alive is going to be critical because they're going to have to take 3-story, and they know it. And we have 3 boss fight members on that west side going to attempt that.
And notice how they all don't take the same direction. Early on, I always felt like strength in numbers. That's not always the case. I mean, it still is a video game. You have to kind of trust that you're going to be the better shot of the two. But yeah, I mean, it's insane to me the combination of both video game physics and tactical wherewithal you need to have to be able to play at this high level these teams do.
For sure. Yeah, it's a balance for sure. I'm reminded of how out of shape I am when I have to stand up from a prone position.
Dude.
It takes several more seconds than I would like.
I went prone in game for the first time the other night in a scrim, and it probably took me half the round to get back up.
Woods watching that window. Scooby making an entrance in 3-story. EJ's in trouble. Let's see if he can defend himself, or will they take 3-story?
Sayonara's over there in the bottom of the apartments, gonna be close to Fever. Woods and Scooby now entering into the 3rd story. I see Woods pushing. They're well aware that Eej is up here. Eej is not gonna matter though, as Lil Sayonara will find the back of Eej from a very good shot in apartment.
Yeah, what a great shot.
And with the irons, that's insane to me. Icy Woods gonna pay back Lil Sayonara for some reason. Woods gonna find Nora. Nora gonna find
They
Woods
were
with a
mad.
trade.
They were mad that they invested so much time and effort to encroach upon Free Story, and he just picked them from across the map with irons.
Yeah,
So he's like,
exactly.
you know what? You're done. Penalty box.
Icy Woods finding fever in the apartment. All that's left is Dita on the OBJ. Dita knows they cannot give up a cap. But we've got 3 advancing boss fight members.
A spot to be in for sure if you're Dita.
And they still got a drone up. This is gonna be tough. If I was Scooby, I'd fly that thing right in on OBJ to
He's
see who
fly the
was.
drone in. Yeah, that would be great.
At this point, no. Why not, right?
A last kill can be a drone kill. Just propeller blades in the face.
Is that a thing?
No, I wish it was.
God,
though.
that'd be so cool.
If that was a thing, we'd be seeing that so often. People that love the knife attacks would be like, I need to get the drone knife attack.
Yeah. C4 is not going to do anything. It looks like it either has been deactivated or it's just a little too close to that OBJ.
KFOT Fever can really only see 3 story, probably. Maybe he's got a little insight on the east side of the objective building, but I doubt it as far as his visuals. And we do see the drone making its way around the east, pushing around to the south. Undoubtedly clearing these spots in the southwest, just southwest of building of the tank factory. 24 Gray inching into position. Very quiet. Must stay quiet.
Ray is creeping. I've not heard anything from him, but you also got to contend with the idea that that OBJ is now beeping a little loud. I think there's like a lull in this warehouse, that like wind sound. I don't know if it's going to be a little bit more overpowering than maybe a soft step. Who knows? But it looks like 24 Gray and Icy's going to start crashing in, but Icy finds Dita before the entrance is made. The entry is made.
20 angles.
Boss fight up 4-1 here in map number 1.
Definitely seen some masterful coordination from Boss Fight, as we've seen many times before.
Yeah. Boss fight. I mean, as they would have heard, if they could have heard, they've been around for a while. Both teams in their own right have been in league for quite some time, but Boss Fight obviously being around for a bit and taking care of business as they typically do. But again, KFOT is not out of this. KFOT has 2 more maps to play if they take map number 2, if they don't get map number 1, if you know what I'm saying. But
Yep.
it's a little bit of an uphill climb, but I think we're still in tune for a change. I think there's going to be a shift. I think momentum could swing at any point in time if they get a hold, or no, a cap here, which is possible. I mean, we've seen it happen, but we've also seen pretty good strong holds so far out of Boss Fight. We'll see. But
And to your point that you made earlier, Lembowski, when you were not with us audibly,
right.
We were talking about Abandoned, and one of the great things about Onward is the differences in maps and the master level of them, because we might just be seeing KFOT not as dominant on this map, and it's not really a reflection of their overall skill, having this kind of a gap in the score. So they may take it back this round, or we may see an explosive start on next map.
Yeah. One or the other. I'm here for both. I'm here for either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just looking for good Onward. I'm hoping, not rooting against Boss Fight at this point, but I'm an underdog guy.
We like
here
to
for
see the fight
yeah.
go on.
We
want to see the 12-round fight.
Yeah. We want to see just a bunch of haymakers and slobber knockers is all we're looking for. But like, as I was trying to say at the beginning of the stream, I'm sure a lot of people was kind of watching this match expecting this, but we also don't think we expected KFOT to come out of the wild card and beat beginners in the quarterfinals, and I mean they're not to be truffled with either. KFOT got here for a reason, and
Yeah.
I'm here to see if they can prove it. I really would like to call a round 9 for every single map.
Oh, right in front of you. The person I just almost team killed. There's an enemy 1 meter in front of you.
You heard that too?
Yeah, Scooby. To the person I almost team killed.
Yeah. Nice nade attempt on Icy Woods.
Yeah, it was. Woods very
Communication
close.
between Scooby. Bit of a panic.
Icy Woods and he's gonna trade. As I was looking for long shots on the Woods 43. Now down to a 4v4, 4.5 left. Nora J's gonna be in a tough spot, I think, unless they in my head I would want a slow long push around the bottom, just because up here, I mean, you know for a fact somebody's right up on this building, unless they're looking to then take said building. But I think the rotation around and come up from behind would be more profitable. But then again, I'm also the one casting and not the one in the semifinals. Sorry, I was talking about quarterfinals earlier and got confused.
One coming up to HQ.
Audible call outs for Nora.
Yeah, Greg called for a rotation from third story. Scooby-Doo did make that rotation successfully. Sayonara also called out a couple of players in this east hamster tube section, as we're calling it.
Yeah.
Four v 4.
KFOT Fever looking to have a conversation with Lil Sayonara. Throwing a rock up at the window, trying to get him to come out and play. Woods finding Nora.
Nora.
At least 2 here.
Hello.
One's rotating south, one's behind mid.
Tough job these guys in the east have to root out those apartment positions while still having a threat in 3-story.
Yeah.
Because they know they can't cross that street with those defenders in those buildings, but it's tough.
KFOT still looking to get a peek at 3-story. Scooby-Doo finding Dita's position, not finding Dita's body.
Calling out Dita's position.
Scooby-Doo getting shot at and hit by Fever. Fever rotating around for another angle. Seal almost taking Sayonara. Sayonara almost taking Seal. Seal, however, gonna run out in front of 24 Gray.
Yeah, don't worry about him.
Sound like Fever gave a disgusting just feeling of losing another member. Fever trying to clear out little Sayonara, but took the wrong floor. Fever gonna push up on Sayonara. Sayonara holding stairs.
One's inside the house.
Scooby-Doo finding Dita, taking map number 1, 5-1, and I mean, again, doing it in normal boss fight fashion. No offense to KFOT, but again, I feel like majority consensus is probably saying boss fight takes this very strong-handedly. But again, I'm here for KFOT. I'm hoping that we can see a comeback. We'll see what happens
Like
with
a
map number
rehost.
2. Yeah, we will have a rehost, but with map number 2, let's try to figure out what was the That's what it was. So exciting news out of the IVRL. Not really going to talk a whole lot about it because obviously there's something big, nice, and fancy I'm supposed to show you to take a look at it. So we'll take a quick peek at what's coming in the summertime via IVRL, and we'll be back with map number 2. We are back. Real quick, I just wanted to go ahead and make a point. Makes Onward silent films. It happens. It happens. But welcome back, Lambowski and Solar Bob, IVRL Season 1 EU Semifinals with map number 2 of BossFight versus KFOT. We've seen how map number 1 turned out, 5-1 on Abandon. Let's see if KFOT can turn around on Suburbia for map number 2. Again, if BossFight wins map 2, there will not be a map 3. I'll look for a map 3. Let's go KFOT.
Yeah, this is definitely a map that I see more suited to KFOT's strengths. They have shown themselves powerful in small to medium range maps, and I definitely see them as a real powerhouse threat on this map.
I agree. I believe I've seen myself quite a bit of KFOT on Suburbia, and they do seem... They're always strong. I expected Subway. Personally, I felt like KFOT is constantly bum rushing basement in Subway, and it sometimes works out pretty well in their favor. But yeah, I think the CQB more close up and personal, not having to worry so much about the long angles that they have to watch from like superior terrain, but instead of just making sure they're watching their corners, like I'm sure KFOT IRL really does. I don't know. Again, I'm here for KFOT. I'm hoping for a good Suburbia round, but BossFight is BossFight. It's a boss fight. You know what I mean? It's not gonna get. They're not gonna go down easy. They're not gonna just let KFOT win because they want them to or because I want them to. They're gonna make them earn it if they're gonna do it.
Yeah, and that's the exciting thing about competition in general. You typically have powerhouse teams or players that have kind of sat on the throne and they have to get off the throne to defend that title. This isn't necessarily a title defense, but this is definitely a team that has gone through the ages, it seems, with a pretty consistent strength. And so any team that challenges them or that is coming up like KFOT has been, really showing their expertise and skill, it's gonna be a good fight. It just has to be.
Yeah,
and they know it.
Yeah, and they're backed up into a corner as well. They know that they have to win this map. If they don't win this map, it's all she wrote. And again, I think based on the bracket number, I think they have to win today to get any of the prize money, if I'm not mistaken. Because you have your third place winner. Maybe? No. This would be this. Well, so they're guaranteed a win today. Well, money anyways, because I think this would determine who's third, who goes on to second, right?
Let's see. I'm gonna look at this. So
because yeah,
so whoever
I don't know how.
I think it would be whoever wins the next one.
It would be the next one. So
winners
yeah, they
between
have to
Beginners
win
and
this
Vikings
one.
and Boss Fight and PK. Exactly. They have to win this one to be in 4th place, I think. Let's see here. If they win this one, they go there. I think what it is, Lambowski, is the regional finals. I think are where that decision is, because
Yeah, I
then
thought
you
so
have
too.
2 teams on the top, 2 teams on the bottom. They play each other to get the 3rd and 4th spot, and then they play each other to figure out who's going to be 3rd and 4th. So I think the winner of regional EU and the winner of regional NA. I'm just speculating here. We need some real experts.
Yeah,
on
we
this
need
case.
we need some we need an adult. We need an adult.
We need an adult for sure. Who put us together? What's going on,
Dude?
here?
I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I think they
This
thought
is
you
just
were
a fun cast.
Yeah, that's all it was. That's why we got put on channel 2. No, hey, we're here. We're getting them watched. They see what's going
Somebody's
on.
gonna win something.
Yeah,
at some point.
somebody's
We know
gonna
this.
win something. You're right. We've already seen BossFight win something, and that was map number 1. We'll see if they can win map number 2 and take this completely
They
out
get
of the
a Solar
yeah.
Bob sun emoji for winning that.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes, that's exactly right. Just a
pretty not valuable considering I'm posting them everywhere.
apparently you what I mean, are you not good with your words, Bob? Are you expecting to
I like pictures. I like, instead of thumbs up, I just give you that sun emoji, and you're like, okay, that must be a he agrees or sees what I'm talking about.
Right. You know, I'm just you can't emoji as a caster. Just I've tried. People don't like it. They don't like the whole just silent and trying to like hand talk the words and stuff. It doesn't work.
Right.
They don't like it for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But whatever. Final. They gave me a beep and then they teased me.
Yeah, that was a tease, wasn't it? There it is.
Yeah, finally, right as I get ready to show the prizes and everything. We'll be right back to the prizes. We are getting into round number 1, map number 2, sorry.
No, don't need the clacker. My clacker will work. My clacker will work.
Yeah, just get rid
His
of it.
clacker will work, he says.
Well, that way.
I think what he's referring to there is
Yeah, these guys like electrify.
if they trade C4s, then they somehow program a clacker. I've seen it done before, but I don't really fully understand it. Him saying my clacker will work is him referring to his clacker working for his other C4 somehow.
You can if one clacker carrier carries the other C4, it turns it
Something
into
like
one
that.
clacker
If you
use.
trade it, yeah, if you trade it and then trade it back or something like that, then you can blow your C4 and the second click is their C4.
Really?
But I don't know if that's a thing.
I'll have to. Yeah, I think that's a something to show up into a free roam lobby to find out.
Yeah, I've seen it done before, but I don't know how that plays out.
Or I wonder if it's
We'll
always
see how
been
well
like
it
a
works.
chained explosion kind of thing. Were the C4s close to each other, or were they like far off and then click click?
No, they're far away. It's
Yeah.
a thing where if you trade it with someone, somehow the game code sees that now your clacker. It's weird. I don't know. I've never actually seen it used in a league setting. So here we go.
Here we go. We'll see if it works. Who is it with the clacker? Scooby?
It does look like it is Scooby. It's got the one hand on the gun with the C4, and I didn't see the positioning. Okay, I see one on the outside of lane 4
Oh yeah.
on the wall. I don't see the other one.
Free fire from lane 1 onto the APC.
Utility out from that middle spot from Seal and Fever. Seal looking to get up next to the
Oh, he.
middle house. You got to call out for.
No.
Oh.
I thought I saw C4.
I was gonna say, that's what I was waiting on. That second C4. Dita.
Wow, what
with
a
a
nade
very
on
good
Icy
long
Woods.
frag. Fever finding Icy Woods before he can even hit the ground. Little Sayonara will find Seal trying to get into the back patio. Fever and Eage close, but not gonna get a refrag towards Sayonara.
That C4 was disabled on lane 4 by Dita.
Dita confirming that disable.
Good nade and confirm by someone else, probably seeing a floating body
Yeah.
shooting in the air.
Oh yeah, that's exact. Fever just sniped him right out of the air.
Mhm.
But I mean, when you've got M249, why not just throw a wall of hate towards anything you see in the opposite camo, right?
Fever and EJ about to try to make some kind of breach on the back side of center house.
Huge clearing out lane 1.
Lots of audio cover from that smoke grenade. Little Sayonara's gonna have to deal with.
Huge and Fever.
Ooh,
No.
grenade coming out from Nora. A little bit far.
West side center house near the fountain.
Fever and Eage know that obviously there's somebody inside. Fever gonna find little Sayonara, as Sayonara was trying to hold that angle. Fever was too fast. Woods now holding stairwell. Fever trying to get shots towards 24 Gray. Down to a 4v3. Scooby finding Dita with a second C4, I believe.
Yep.
Eage will find Woods in the center building. Finds 24 Gray. Scooby-Doo's all that's left for BossFight. Starting to crash towards the OBJ. Nora behind Humvee knows exactly where Scooby is. Scooby with frag out.
Echo 3, kill 2 playground.
Scooby unaware that he is by himself. If Fever would have been crashing. Fever crashed just a little too late. Scooby-Doo was unaware that he was by himself.
Yeah.
I believe KFOT might have missed their spot for a round 1 cap here. Has to be aware of Scooby-Doo's position as Eage, I'm sure. We'll see if Eage can creep up slowly and quietly. Scooby-Doo heard a quick little footstep, and with the trade, BossFight still takes round number 1. Well, that's tough. I thought for sure Scooby was looking at a possible giving up cap there. I mean, fortunately for him, KFOT was just a little bit on the, I guess, how to say it, a little bit on their heels, I guess, when they seen the opportunity, an opportunity to cap. I mean, in my head, you clear out that center building, you clear out somebody in that back building, start smoking out and running immediately. But I mean, onward timing. I'm a caster. I'm not the high IQ player, and I'm also not the one that can't see from above to know that
I think it
somebody's
came
not
down
watching.
to the smoke placement,
Yeah.
because that smoke placement only covered part of the cross. When he pulled the tablet out, it was open. It's just a tough. If that player was inside spawn house,
Yeah.
then maybe that cap would have come out. Scooby-Doo being the last up and not knowing it, he did make an intuition rotation, or maybe figured it out and was able to scoop up that capper. But if there was no smoke there, I think that would have been a different story, possibly.
You think he would have got by with no smoke?
I don't think so. No smoke, no.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, it's tough. I mean, you know for a fact giving or putting smoke in the air is going to give somebody a call out where you are if they can see it or hear it. But
Sure.
then again, if they see you, they're gonna know you're there anyways.
Do you see an M203 in somebody's hands? Wonder if it's a frag or a...
Alright, trying to clear out the back patio.
Ray with M203. Let's see what he does with it.
Echo 4, one more lane 1.
Really flash is gonna be a little too far. Might have found Sayonara. I'm not really sure. Did find Sayonara as Fever rushes the corner and takes little Sayonara for the first KFOT kill, but Woods getting the refrag immediately. KFOT down to a 3v4.
All right, let's time this.
Time the info free.
Yeah, that slide's deadly. Refrag from Woods on the slide. EJ sticking out a little bit more than he'd like. Prone position on lane 4.
Icy Woods is gonna find Eej. As you were saying, just sticking out a little bit much. Down to a 2v4.
I think we're going to see a heavy smoke dump in a moment here with 24 Gray. I'm going to assume he's got a M203 smoke for the smoke cap. He can get a line on objective. We'll see. Or with a frag out, not going to affect anything. Offset the B population by 6.
I feel like all wild. I mean, you hear the birds, you don't see them unless I don't pay
Yeah, where are the
attention.
birds?
Icy gonna find Dita. Dita gonna find
Or
Icy.
trade. Rez gonna come out from Scooby-Doo more than likely. Icy Woods knows he's clear. All down to Nora. Oh man. Nora just needs to die an objective. That is your goal. Here comes the smoke like I called. Range location for that one.
We're gonna find
Nora's
the
scooping
first.
one up.
Wood's gonna rotate, find Nora in the back. Round number 2 goes to BossFight in map number 2.
Yeah, so it looks like the chat is confirming, all the adults in chat are confirming that it is the regional finals that will play for 3rd and 4th place.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
this is just for Solar Bob emojis.
Right.
That's all. Which is highly acclaimed, if I might add.
Do what is it now?
This is for the Solar Bob emojis.
Oh, yeah.
We got to give them some kind of prize. Yeah, that
Watching,
was
looking at chat and picking up on all that now. Yeah, that's funny.
a couple early picks. BossFight able to kind of stage their approach and launch their final stage 4 smoke attack, and I think Nora did what they needed to do, which is just defend and die on objective.
Yep. Yeah, don't want to give up 2 there, especially being down 5-1 in map 1 and then being down 1-0 in map 2. But again, we're getting ready to attempt to talk about the prizes, we will be back to them. Thank you to all the IVRL officials, James Boak and Boak Stocks, and the Raptors for all the donations for this prize pool. The winner of this match will move on, and like you did say, the winner of this match will be the one that wins 3rd place at least, right? Goodness gracious, hold on, let me get away from all this loud gun talk. I can't escape it. Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's loud.
Letting it eat. And now, all right, now a little bit of silence. So the winner of this match moves on and will guarantee their 3rd place money prize, correct?
No.
It's
I
the
think
next one?
It's the next one. Wow,
Sayonara finding
trade.
Seal Eej, finding Sayonara. Down to a 4v4. Flash out would have found Fever. I don't know if it would have found Eej. I don't know what happened there, but Eej trying to cover up his tracks with some smoke. Eej.
Ita's still in an overwatch position. Spawn house.
Agent Scooby-Doo, unaware of what is currently going on. Scooby now has to be well aware that he's just on the other side of the wall, right?
I would think so. Yeah, some fence firing there.
Put it through the wall.
Wow, they are
He's
shooting right on the other side of the wall.
Oh no!
No way. This is still going on.
Oh, it was a smoke, but more trades with Fever getting the refrag onto Scooby. What a
Nice
play
refrag.
there. Just ring around the rosy.
They were playing patty cake with bullets.
They were putting shots through that white fence at one point, and I'm thinking, just put it back through it.
Yeah.
Light that thing up. Oh, that's funny. C4 getting popped.
How did that not click Nora? Nora's just out of range of that, I guess.
I didn't even see the explosion on my side.
It blew up right between these Hescos. Nora was a little bit off,
Oh, okay.
more east.
Nice frag from Icy, getting close but not.
Don't come get me, don't come get me. He's right
24 grade trying to
south of my building.
maybe bait somebody in for a push.
Yep.
Frag out close to Icy, but not close enough. Nora now trying to watch Icy's line. If Icy goes to peek, onward timing, Nora backs off. Nora now watching Icy. Back and forth on the timing here. Icy giving the match moderation. 3 minutes left, 3v3. I wonder if they understand that. Obviously they would understand it, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if they have a accurate kill count of 3v3. Scooby wouldn't have been able to, I don't think, give the call out in time. I couldn't remember if he was able to give a call out after that ring around the rosy kill. Woods and Icy will trade down to a 2v2. 24 grade trying to rotate with flash out behind him. Same thing happens to me, dude. Unless you meant to do that. Woods watching where the smoke came from. Dita needs to be careful.
Yeah, Dita's gonna get picked.
However, Dita will
he
find
gets
24
Gray.
gray.
Nice. Good pickup. Gray's gonna have good visuals. If Fever can pick up Gray and then rotate, he might have a shot at picking up this round.
Smoke from lane 4. Grey car.
The problem here
24
with
Grays.
24 Gray being alive is Fever trying to push lane 1 or anything could be seen by Gray if Woods 43 is tucked. Excuse me.
1 minute left. Looking at a 1v1.5. Woods will find Fever.
Wow.
Narrowly escaping death there as Woods was just a little off the line. Snaps and not able to find Fever in time. But Fever, I don't think, is well aware he escaped death there and is getting ready to run back out. What's going on? Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Okay, I was about to say.
Wow.
Woods able to get the shots onto Fever as Fever confirms. Scooby? No, Gray.
Yeah, he realized a little bit too late that Gray was calling him out. I don't know if he knew he was a down player or not, but him not taking him from lane 4, I think, was the downfall. Him attempting to take him from lane 3 was a troubling mistake. Almost made it out of there. I think you and I were both looking at it like, well, no way. Is he going to get away with that twice?
Yeah.
But typically, if you walk over a dead body that just died, that's not a good route to take. And I think that's kind of what we saw there is him testing it once and then going for the confirm on Gray a second time and paying the price for it.
High IQ team captain once said it was you don't die by gunshots or explosions, you die by acid, which means your dead body is now around a bunch of acid, and your team member should have no business walking around it as well.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very profound.
Yeah, exactly.
Exceptionally profound.
Yeah.
Lambo.
Yeah.
gotta
No.
credit you for
I
saying
said
that.
a
I'm gonna
high
be like,
IQ
Lambo
captain
said-
told me this. A
I
high
said Lambo
IQ
said.
No, not me. Not me. I cannot claim that. But yeah, that was their mindset. I get it, but although I get that, I still will get tunnel vision inside the headset and do the exact same thing I'm told not to do all the time.
Because the thought process is, ooh, I can get this pick. I can get this pick quick, and then I'll back off.
Or if it's even like your most comfortable route and you're like, God, I don't know how else to attack this OBJ. I have to go through this spot. And I mean, sometimes you just have to be able to adapt and overcome. I, however, just adapt, kind of. I don't overcome. I just kind of like conform. Scooby-Doo gonna have the first shots out of round number 4. Trying to pre-fire lane 3 in through towards red car and the OBJ. We've got a bit of a more aggressive defense, I think, out of KFOT this side. I think they are knowing that they need to try something a little bit more different, a little bit something that maybe BossFight's not expecting. Who knows? But KFOT should be feeling a little bit of pressure now being down 3-0 and looking at a possible 2-map finisher. KFOT finding the first in Woods.
Cut lane 1, we're green, cut lane 1.
Flash out from Fever. Definitely found Icy Woods. Fever needs to just spray out underneath that Humvee. I think it might have found Gray as well. Woods and KFOT gonna trade. KFOT looking at a 4v3.
Heavy map control aggression from BossFight in lane 1. You know, plenty of flashes and smokes coming out just to get that foothold in that they're hoping for in lane 1.
Problem is nobody's come and cleared out playground. We've got 2 waiting KFOT members.
Yeah, which could be a flank issue if they continue to push up lane 1 and 2.
He is now on this
taking a high road.
Yeah,
Nice shot.
finding 24 Gray on that slide overlook. Seal with a flash out. Might have caught Sayonara. Maybe not. I see him fiddling with the tablet maybe.
BossFight find themselves in a 2v4 with a very dominating defensive setup in lane 3 and 4. Scooby-Doo has the ability to crush this, or nice pickups.
Scooby-Doo might be able to find Seal now. Scooby-Doo doesn't. Little Sayonara does.
You got him, he's dead.
Very quickly, this turned from a 4v2 to a 2v2, all based on just onward timing, it looked like.
Wow. Yep. Sayonara communicating that he's going to rotate to lane 4. Called out the lane 3 porch position, but unknown last defender EEJ in lane 1.
I'm not sure about this defensive setup currently for this OBJ. I mean, Nora definitely has eyes on the OBJ itself, but from a lane 4 push,
I've got 2 flashbangs.
I think 1 or 2 smokes might be able to cover the OBJ push.
Okay, sure.
Go.
Yeah, I agree. It's dangerous for EJ to be last up. Nora gets taken,
There's flash.
or even just to come in from the lane 4 side, like you said. That
Right, so there's one grey car, I think, one building 5 porch.
cap
Another one I don't
opportunity
know.
opens up.
So we've got 3 flashbangs. How do we want to do this? We could flash grey car.
Let's do this right here, right now. Right here, right now.
Oh,
There's the
wow.
flash
What a
on lane
really
3.
good flash out of Scooby. Gonna find Nora. Scooby finds Nora. Each nowhere near this OBJ.
Sayonara splashes Scooby. Scooby's gonna recover and get on the cap, maybe.
Each needs to crash. Boss fight. It's just strong play. Strong play out of Scooby and Sayonara that round to come back the 2v4, but it could have been a lot worse. I think we should have looked at a cap there, but I think you were right. I think was it Scooby that got flashed by Sayonara?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good tactics out of Boss Fight. They were questioning. They knew they had all kinds of equipment. They had all these flashes, all these smokes. They just were trying to decide when and where. And Scooby was just like, screw it, right here. We're doing this now, doing it. And just he started tossing smokes. If they would have known EJ was so far off base, I think we'd have been looking at a cap. But again, cast your eyes, player eyes are two different things. You either are the gnat in the sky watching everything go down, or you're down on the ground looking at everything blowing up. We're getting back into it. Round number 5, and possibly match point with Boss Fight looking to take map number 2. They won map number 1 5-1 on Abandon. If we see a 5-0 here on Suburbia, we will not see a map 3 out of KFOT and Boss Fight. Here we go, KFOT.
We're gonna
Here
see
we
some
go.
aggression from Scooby, or from Boss Fight.
Lots of aggression here.
Look at the map control.
Yeah, compared
Map
to
control.
where that OBJ is, they are nowhere near it.
The confidence through the patterns they've seen.
Great finding Nora.
There's
Sayonara
KFOT Fever
downing
with the
Fever.
C4.
One in between buildings 1 and 2. One in between buildings 1 and 2.
Explosive.
Each finding little Sayonara for the first kill on Boss Fight. Down to a 2v4. Let's see if Eej and Dita
Look
can
at
do
the
what.
nobody on objective.
That's what I'm
Look at
saying.
this.
Scooby, the only one crashing to the OBJ.
Their kill counts are on point. They know that because the first 30 seconds they gain so much control, they're not really looking to be on defense.
Dita will find Icy Woods, 24 Gray. They'll try to find Dita, but not quick enough for shots in the back. Dita rotating. Gray rotating. Gray trying to put shots through the bush. Dita returning fire, tucking in. Flag out from Dita, but 24 Gray finds Dita from the slide, which again played very big into a couple of these rounds. But
Yeah.
Boss Fight 10-1. 10-1. I don't know if I was expecting Boss Fight to probably take this win because of Boss Fight being Boss Fight, but I did not expect a 10-1. That is a very strong showing out of Boss Fight. A very good try out of KFOT because obviously they had a uphill battle, uphill climb to make. Whatever. One of the uphill things. It was not going to be an easy win today, and unfortunately for them, it's going to be probably a tough pill to swallow just because of that number. 10-1 is not fun, but they were here. They made it. We didn't.
I
Y'all
think
didn't.
what we
If y'all
saw
was watching,
really was
they made it.
momentum.
So You said
You know,
what,
it
Bob?
was momentum. The momentum was just gaining and gaining, and I think the confidence and strength in Boss Fight, you know, they obviously brought their A game, and I think as they continued to win, that strength started to gain, the momentum started to gain, and they felt really comfortable being very aggressive and pushy on KFOT. And I think KFOT was having trouble adjusting to their aggression because it was very tough on this map with pretty much every round, the heavy aggression coming out right off the rip.
Yeah. I'm upset. I'm upset.
Yeah.
I wanted
Not
more.
what a caster wants to see. Yeah,
wanted
it's
more.
unfortunate.
But not more out of K-Fight. They definitely gave it their all, just more onward. But fortunately for the audience, there will be more onward. There is more onward, I'm sure, on IVRL League 1 currently. I'm not entirely sure what the score is over there, but you can find Lamp 28 and Trip Nip, Trip the Third, Trip whatever you want to call him, Trip the Pirate, Trip the Drunk, whatever you want to call him. Those two are over on IVL League 1 with Beginners versus Vikings. Is that right? We can take a look real quick. Beginners versus, I believe, Vikings. Yeah. You can see that currently EU number 2 and EU number 3 battling it out in the EU semifinals on IVRL League 1. But other than that, you're going to be able to find the NA matchups later on at, what is it, 6 p.m. Eastern?
Yes,
Yes?
that is correct.
All right, yeah. G-Men versus Dark Matter, Raptors versus Dark Tidings later on at 6 p.m. Eastern here on the IVRL League 2 and 1. We can touch on the prizes real quick, because obviously I was muted the first time. $280 to the NA and EU third overall teams, $840 to the second place teams, $2180 to the winners of the NA and the EU, and then an extra little cherry on top with the world champs. The winner of the matchup between NA and EU wins a nice little $1,400. And obviously a big special thanks to the IVRL officials. A bunch of fishers gave us a bunch of money. Special thanks to the IVRL officials, Raptors, and James Boak and the Boak Stocks. Thank you for all the donations to make this prize pool possible. Thank you all for just making the IVRL League and this experience possible. It's been a fun league, fun season so far, and I'm looking forward to season 2, 3, 4, 5, and beyond. I don't know about you, Bob, but
Yeah, I agree. I have amazing thanks to the officials, Raptors, Bogue Stocks, for making this possible. IVRL Season 1, just an awesome experience to watch, flourish, lots of growth ahead, but really thankful for the hours and hours that our officials and our sponsors put in to make this all happen.
yeah. Quick little thanks to the BossFight and KFOT teams, Radarhead, Archer, Lil Sinara, Woods, Legel, Scooby-Doo, Icy, 24 Gray. Obviously, we didn't see some of these guys, but they are part of the team. They're going to be probably involved in these later matchups. With KFOT, Seal, Fever, Dita, Chachinobi, Bong, Eej, Nora, thank you all for playing. Thank you all for trying as hard as you did today, and good on you for making it to where you did. I mean, to come out of the wild cards to make it to the semifinals, yeah, you faced the number 1 EU team and probably somebody that's going to be fighting in that last EU matchup. But to be able to say you got that one round against them, you got some decent rounds, but obviously the 1 point against them is it can be an accomplishment. And I think with a good attitude, you can see that there's just one of those things you can build on and come back next year.
Yeah, playing against any great team, win or lose, is an accomplishment. You got to that point. You know, you fought and struggled to that point.
Yep.
And you fought against a legend, essentially.
Pretty much.
Losing is still a win, in a way.
Yep. Real quick before we do a little accident in a couple seconds, the IVRL is super excited to announce the Veil launch season coming this summer, along with the beta release of the game. And it's something I'm looking forward to. I'm sure somebody else is going to be looking forward to it. And if you need something to do during the off season, check it out. And we'll give you a little sneak peek and be right back. right, everybody, welcome back. Again, this has been the IVRL Season 1 EU semifinals here on the IVRL League 2 channel on Twitch. BossFight versus KFOT. BossFight will move on. KFOT, unfortunately, will not, as BossFight won 10-1. This has been Lambowski and Solar Bob. Solar, being your first IVRL. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because you told me you've coded before. Is this your second IVRL?
This is my second IVRL co-cast.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And who was your main?
Craft.
All right. Let's compare. How'd it go?
It went
Good night.
amazing.
You don't have to do that.
Love
I'm
you,
kidding.
buddy. Love you, Craft.
Oh, Craft. I think it's gonna be fun to get Sled manning with him. Them sounding exactly like each other. You're gonna have a hard time figuring out who's who. But again, before we just keep rambling and talk about nonsense, this has been the IVRL semifinals EU Season 1. BossFight versus KFOT. Lambowski and Solar Bob. We will catch you next time.
See ya.